Okay, let's talk about a little, basically Algebra 1 review again here. This is a story problem where we're going to set up a system and solve it. So Clark's got a collection of pennies and nickels, value of $1.98. Number of pennies is 5 less than twice the number of nickels. How many of each coin does he have? So this is a problem that you could figure out on your own by just kind of like guess and check, or you could eventually come up with the answer. But that's not the goal here. The goal is to write and solve a system. So we have two variables here, which are pretty clear, pennies and nickels. So those two things we're trying to figure out how many of each they have. So we know that the pennies and nickels add up to $1.98. So when you go to set that up, that equation has to include their values. So we know that pennies are worth 1 cent, and you know that nickels are worth 5 cents. And together, however many pennies and however many nickels you have, that total needs to be $1.98. So that's equation 1. Essentially just comes from the first sentence. Equation 2 says your number of pennies he has is 5 less than twice the number of nickels. So that's saying that pennies is equal to 5 less than twice the number of nickels. So if you double your number of nickels and you take 5 from it, there we go. So that's a system. Remember, a system, 2 equations, 2 variables. Now we can solve this. As far as how you solve it, that's up to you. I will say this one is definitely set up for a nice substitution, because if P is already solved for, I can take this and substitute it in to be able to answer the question. So let's do that. So I would have 0.01. I'm going to replace the P with 2n minus 5 plus 0.05 n equals 198. Now I should be able to just solve this for n, and I'll have myself our answer. Okay, so we're going to distribute. That's going to be 0.02n minus 5. And for any of this stuff, if you need calculators for it, obviously feel free. If you don't know what 5 times 0.01 is, it's just the decimal moving over. But you can do it. So it's 0.05. Okay, and then we have plus 0.05n and the $1.98. All right, cool. From here, combine those like terms. So 0.02n and 0.05n is 0.07n. You still have minus the 0.05. Okay, we can add that 5 cents to the other side. So 0.07n equals $2.03. Divide by this 7 cents and we'll be in business. So again, probably calculator here. 203 divided by 0.07. 29. So that tells us this Clark guy has got himself 29 nickels. And then therefore, if he has 29 nickels, we can use that to figure out how many pennies he has. So remember, you just plug 29 into here. So pennies is going to be 2 times 29 minus 5. So again, same thing. 2 times 29 minus the 5. And he's got 53 pennies. Okay, in between those, that should be our answer. Beautiful thing to this, you can check it out real easy. You're supposed to have $1.98. Make sure you have $1.98. So if you take 29 nickels at 5 cents a pop, and 53 pennies that are obviously just 53 times 1 cent a piece, you can see adds up to $1.98. Everything's good.